Today I'm gonna do R&B Divas L.A. episode 7. It starts off where it left off at the last episode with Little Mo and Don arguing, and Don is walking off. Good riddance, goodbye. Didn't nobody need you. Claudette, she meets up with her manager, and you know everybody has been wondering where the hell has Claudette been. So now she explains where she's been, and she hasn't been in the rehearsals and met up with the other ladies because her daughter had got injured while she was in the shower. The kids were playing, and the daughter got burned, I think, in her face real bad or whatever. So, hope the baby is doing okay because I know how that is. Like, you trying to get ready, your kids is out there playing, and this was like a really freak accident. This was nothing under her control, and so I understand where she felt helpless, and she understood it was a hurt cry, and mothers know that kind of situation. So I really felt bad for her on this situation. And then she was talking about her people's was her manager was talking about something about, well, she can get better now that she's okay. You can get better work and you can get better health care and all that. And I'm like, wait a minute, didn't her ex-husband ain't he a producer or a writer or something? Like, why is these kids' health care ain't taken care of? This shit shouldn't just be on her, especially when her ex-husband is wealthy or whatever. And I'm quite sure he's wealthy because he's written a couple of songs for a couple of people. So she shouldn't be without, or without Medicare, or she said she was almost homeless or something before she got on this show. So I just be like, did I miss some shit? Like, I understand City Hall a long time ago, but if your husband, your ex-husband is a producer or a writer, your kids should have some kind of health care. Maybe that ain't baby daddy, because I think she got a baby before her ex-husband, so I don't know. But it just kind of raised red flags to me. But anyway, I just hope the baby get better. Miss L.A. in the studio, she working on a new song. I think it's called Beautiful or something. And her manager comes in and tell her how he wants her to perform this song live. Like in the next week, or it was soon. So I was sitting there like, I'm so sick of these damn managers telling the artists what they have to do, what they not supposed to do. When aren't y'all getting paid by the artists? Shouldn't they be the boss and telling you what they want to do? I don't know. But she was telling him she wasn't ready for the song or whatever. Yeah. I might go out of order. I don't care. Because the most important part was at the end of the show. The ladies, they meet up for rehearsal this time with Claudette, Lil Mo, was it Claudette? Yeah, it was Claudette, Lil Mo, Lil Shantae or whatever. I think that's who it was. And I like how before Claudette came in, Shantae was, oh, you know what? I missed the part, but it wasn't important. They met up with Shantae and gave her the rundown on Kelly. So Shantae, when they at the rehearsal, Shantae was mimicking Michelle A. That shit was so funny because I felt like she sounded just like her. So then Claudette comes, they give her the rundown on what happened with the other girl. She's still in shock, like, what the hell? Like, last thing I knew, you guys was trying to work the shit out. Now this time, we down from 6-4. But she's still willing to do the show because she feel like this is what she signed up for. This is what she agreed to she was going to do. So this is what she going to do. The ladies, Lil Mo, Claudette, Shantae, Michelle A, they meet up for photo shoot with Control Magazine, Control with the K. And they was in there talking, and then Claudette brings up that she wanted to invite Kelly and Don. So Lil Mo was like, well, first Shantae said no. Then Lil Mo was like, no, I'd rather for you to invite the real involved not Don, Cynthia and the other one. I did my Miss P, I hollered. I just was like, Lil Mo in her mouth. I mean, she is so unfiltered, but I love her because she was the truth. Like, hell, they was the real involved. Like, bitch, I was like the backup singers to the other two. I don't know. But that was funny. Then after that, They talk. Claudette meet up with Rodney Jerkins. Everybody know who Rodney Jerkins is. He's the big producer, writer, all that. He's telling her that he basically wants to work with her. She wants to work with him. He's like a storyteller. I love his music because everything that Rodney Jerkins touch is amazing. Um, Claudette, she brings a therapist to talk to the girls because she feel like they want her to talk to a therapist. She feel like everybody need to talk to a therapist and get their shit out and work and figure out how they gonna deal with this monologue and shit like that. My thing is, don't spring up a no damn therapist on me. Can we make an appointment for all of us to agree to this shit? But you just spring on a damn doctor and you want me to tell her some intimate shit and I wasn't even prepared for this? Like, But anyway, all the girls talk to her. They telling her what they want from out of this experience and all that. Claudette is telling how she's going to talk about her rape. She haven't told anybody this. She kept it, after it happened the next morning or so. She just pushed it behind her because she didn't want to deal with it. And that's how some victims are. So I'm glad she is finally speaking her truth and telling her stories because it can help somebody else. Miss L.A, she practicing. The manager come in and tell her she's going to perform a song. She is just like, who? I like Miss L.A. I only could take her voice like in a couple of seconds, and then I'd be like, okay, tune in to somebody else, because I love you, Miss L.A. I love you the way you sing. But the voice, I just only could take it for so long. But when she was talking to her manager and getting him together on, hey, he was like, talk to the band. She turned around like, hey, we ain't doing beautiful. Hey, talk to my band. That's it. I like how she just put him in his place and told him what was going to happen, what was not going to happen. Like, y'all bitches need to take some lessons from Miss L.A. because she wasn't with that shit. And I like how she put him in his place and then told him, look, like, you messing up my rehearsal time, I'll talk to you later. And did it in a real cute, classy way, and I appreciated that. She performed it at a club in LA or whatever. She didn't perform the new song. She performed her old song. And why did she run out there on that stage like that? I don't know why she ran out there like that, but it seemed like it was going too fast. But she did okay. You can't go wrong with her singing because I'd rather hear her sing than talk. But she got an amazing voice, and I'm a fan of Michelle Lice. So, yeah. Kelly and Lil Mo. This is the only thing I really want to talk about, but I didn't want to give y'all a real short video. They meet up. Kelly is a bitch. Just period fucking point blank. She's a bitch. She's unprofessional. She thinks she all that when she's not. I don't know. She's shaped like Patrick from I just don't like her. She's shaped like Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants cartoon. I don't know. She can't even be. Yeah, Patrick, because she can't be shaped like SpongeBob because he was square. She got a shape like, it's like boop, boom. It's just wrong as fuck. But anyway, all for what she looked like, because I ain't no, I mean, I ain't ugly, but shit, I ain't, 5-star model, whatever. But bitch, I can call it as I see it. Anyway, Lil Mo asks her, like, why you ain't returning my calls? She immediately, before she say anything, she start calling her husband, and she calling the name, and everybody like, who the fuck is she calling? And Lil Mo explains that she's calling her husband. She trying to explain to him, like, I don't want to talk about this, whoa, whoa. Lil Mo like, wait a minute, hold up. You calling your husband. Let me call my husband so this can be an even playing field. And that's how I would have been too. Like, bitch, don't be calling your man on me and we two grown ass fucking women sitting here talking like you's a fat bitch for that one. And, excuse me if I offend any, overweight people. But I'm not even talking about overweight people. She's a fat bitch. Like, period. Like, I don't even care. I'm not even talking about her weight. That's the only way I can explain this Patrick ass looking bitch. Like, there's no way that you call a man onto a fucking grown ass woman when you a grown ass woman. I wasn't down with that. The producers was trying to keep them out of the camera, but you saw her husband sitting in the back. You saw Mo's husband sitting in the back, and I'm sitting there like, really? And then Lil Mo trying to explain to her, like, she telling them, like, oh, this is the Shantae show, and like basically like y'all took my idea, but that's not. Lil Mo was like, that's not what happened. And she talking about you letting people be in your ear. Lil Mo like, ain't nobody in my ear. Like, Lil Mo is calling this as she see this. She doesn't call this as what people is telling her. And she thought that her and Kelly was a little bit better than that. And Kelly was just a bitch. I think she's very unprofessional bitch. I hope this show kills her career. I hope won't nobody buy her album. I hope nobody will go to her shows, because until she can show that she is a woman, I don't think no other woman should support her. Like, you's a bitch. And then at the end, they show her and Don walking down the street, and she shows Don a billboard. Talking about, have you seen this? And it's a billboard of her and Don, doing the monologue. And I'm sitting there like, so therefore you had been working on this behind the girl's back, because all of a sudden you got a picture and a billboard up there with just you and Don. So apparently you've been working on this type of shit, and then you were talking about they stole your stuff, and really? And then Don talking all that shit, but then you run over there like a little fucking puppy dog to Kelly. That's why I don't like you neither, because I'm like, bitch, you don't have a backbone. To me, Don does not have a backbone, and if you think Don has a backbone, tell me where it's at. It's on Kelly's back. That's where it's at. So I just was just like, are you serious? Like, you guys was y'all were doing something behind them other girls' back. Like, bitch, if this don't work, then I've got this in the background. So if they don't work with me, my show is going to go in. So apparently now there's going to be 2 separate shows, and it's going to be fucking stupid. Like, I don't understand why they couldn't work together. And then my thing is, if you was not available for their show because you so booked, how all of a sudden you have a show? And that's what Don should have looked at too. Stupid. Like, how did you all of a sudden you ready for your show when you couldn't even show up for the rehearsals with the other girls? And I feel like Shantae said in the beginning of the show, when we didn't want to work with her peoples, then all of a sudden she didn't want to do it no more. And that's just what happened. Anyway, this is my review for the R&B Divas L.A. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about it. If you're on Kelly's side, sorry, too bad, so sad. I'm not a fan of Kelly Price anymore. As of R&B Divas episode maybe 1, I'm not a fan of Kelly Price anymore. I'm a fan of Shantae. I'm a fan of Lil Mo, Miss Chalet, and Claudette, the women that are sticking to what they originally signed up for. Anyway, make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Keek. I do everything by the Ghetto View, THA, not THE. Except my Instagram is Miss Nika, MIZZNEKA 69. Follow me and I'll follow back. Alright, peace. Oh, make sure you check out Ashley Miller 1987 and your boy Mr. Still Standing. Please check out Scotty. He is amazing and he always give it really correct, and Ashley always give it. They both always give it to you 100, no chasers, just give it to you raw. So check them out. Alright, peace.